Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. I welcome you, folks, to uh, Larimore, North Dakota, which is located in Grand Forks County. So let's take a ride. I hope you guys are buckled. Hope you guys are buckled in. It won't be too long of a ride, but let's take a ride. Larimore, North Dakota is located 35 minutes west of Grand Forks, which happens to be the largest city that's closest to the town of Larimore. Larimore is located towards the northeast section of the state, less than an hour from the Minnesota state line. And this town has been losing people since the 1990 census. The population here currently sits at 1,385 people, and it has lost 6.4% of its population as of 2020, and an additional 1.2% as of 2021. Now, if you want to live here, housing prices are not too bad. Now, your median rent prices are going to go from $630 to $1,370 a month. And your median home prices are relatively affordable. I mean, median home prices are at 174 grand, and there's 4 houses that are for sale for lower than that price. There's 1 house that's for sale that's priced all the way down into the $80,000 range. As far as it goes for your crime, both your violent and property crime are well below national average. And your racial demographics are 83% white, 3% Native American, 8.4% Hispanic. Now, for a little bit of history about this town was founded in 1881 and named after N.G. Larimore, who was the owner of a large farm in this area at the time. Now and as far as it goes for entertainment, there's really not a whole lot to do here. I mean, you got the Larimore Dam, which you can go there and relax during the summer. I'm pretty sure some of you who live in this area, you'll probably jump in and take a swim or go fishing. Now, during the winter time, apparently people do hang out here, and they might do some snowshoeing or ice fishing. Or you can go to the golf course. That's your entertainment. You want anything better and more, you're going to have to go to Grand Forks or drive a little further and go to Fargo. And now I'm going to talk about climate for a hot second, because I know for some of you this might be the first North Dakota video that you're watching on my channel. This might be the very first video that you're watching, period, on my channel. So let's talk about climate real briefly. Now, this is North Dakota. You look on the United States map, North Dakota is way up north, right by the Canadian border, right by Canada. And I think I told you that this particular town I already told you that. Anyways, so yeah, North Dakota is way up north, obviously. So as far as it goes for your weather here, now I will say, as far as it goes for humidity, the humidity in North Dakota is not as bad as other parts of the country. Even when you compare the humidity up here to other parts of the Midwest, the humidity here is considerably less compared to, let's say, even Michigan. And basically the way it goes is, the farther east you go, the more humidity and the more precipitation. That's typically how that goes. Now, given that this city is located on the eastern part of the state of North Dakota, the humidity here is going to be a little higher compared to the western part of North Dakota. But, you know, like I said, the humidity here for the most part is not too bad. However, although the summer times here are, although you really couldn't ask for a much better summertime than what you'll get in most of North Dakota. For one, summers up here are typically short-lived, and winter times, on the other hand, are long, cold, and brutal. Now let's go back to the summer. Now, for the most part, summer times here are pleasant. However, there are days up here where the temperatures can get into the hundreds, the triple digits, and there are even days up here where you might even have relatively high humidity. Now, even on those days where the humidity is higher than normal up here, it's still going to be substantially lower than what you'll get even in the lower Midwest. Now, when it comes to wintertime, which wintertime up here is typically long, cold, and at times it can be just downright brutal. When it comes to wintertime, your temperatures can drop into the negative 40s. Like, it is normal up here to get up in the morning time for work or whatever, and the temperature is negative 45 degrees. And it may only warm up to maybe negative 15. Or if you're lucky, you might get maybe 10 degrees above. And if it's windy outside and the temperature is, let's say, negative 30 some degrees, the wind chill might be negative 80 degrees. And if the temperatures warm up to even something positive like 10 degrees, the wind chill is going to be in the negatives. Because up here in North Dakota, they do get a fair amount of wind. Now, when it comes to snowfall, normally it's going to snow from October to April. However, there's only 2 months out of the year that you are guaranteed to have no snow up here, and that is July and August. Other words, it is known to snow up here in September, and it is also known for snow to fall as late as June. So there are years where snow will be from September all the way till June. And on average, they get 45 inches of snow per year up here. Now, for some of you, this might be good news, but as far as it goes for rain, most of North Dakota, they don't really get a whole lot of rain like that. The national average for rainfall is 38 inches. Up here, they only get 21 inches. And of course, you go further west in the state of North Dakota, they get even less typically. Now, as far as it goes for sunlight, this is one thing which I forgot to mention on my other videos, but I'll mention it on this one briefly. For starters, you get 200 days of sunlight on average per year. Now, the average amount of sunlight per year is 205 days, so this particular community comes a few days under the national average. Now, another thing about North Dakota that you're going to want to know is during the peak of the summer, like during maybe June and July, you do get longer daylight hours up here in North Dakota. In this general region of the country, you'll get longer daylight hours than you will if you go further east. Like here in North Dakota, you'll get, I mean, the sun will start to come out around 5-ish in the morning, and typically the sun's not going to go down until 9:30 at night. And it's not going to be completely pitch black dark until after 10 o'clock at night during the summer months up here. So up here, you do get a generous amount of daylight hours to handle your business and to do whatever it is you gotta do. And also, you can enjoy the summer times up here too, because as I said earlier, the summers up here, it's just, the summers up here are next to perfect. Now, of course, if you want to live up here full time, you're going to pay the price dearly by having to deal with 7 to 8 months of winters, where it's cold as hell outside. And most likely, these grounds are going to be covered with snow and ice. So I would say basically, if you don't mind nice, short, mild summers and long, cold, and brutal winters, go ahead and make this place your new home. If you're into winter sports, you're into colder climates, this town might be calling your name. I mean, it's low crime. It's not far from Grand Forks. It's less than 40 minutes from Grand Forks. So for those of you that are into colder weather, you're into winter sports, you don't care about the fact that summer times up here are extremely short, then come up here. Now, for those of you that think you'll like it up here, my suggestion would be is, before you come up here and you purchase a home, my suggestion is come up here and find a place to rent and live a month or two up here during the winter. Now, if you find that you're good with the winter weather up here and you think you're going to be able to survive it, then at that point, go ahead and buy yourself a home if you desire. But for those of you that are not familiar, for those of you that are not used to winter weather, maybe you might come from a climate that's more milder, warmer temperatures, little to no snow type of deal. My suggestion is, before you buy a house up here, like I said, live out a couple of months during the winter up here, because winter time's gonna come. It's gonna be negative 30 some odd degrees, snow on the ground, snow blowing all over the place maybe. And at that point, if you purchased yourself a home at that point, you're gonna probably regret your purchase and want to sell your home and go back to where you came from, or move to another state where maybe the climate is a little bit more milder. So before you make that big choice of buying a house anywhere in North Dakota, my suggestion is come up here, pay rent somewhere, and deal with a month or two of winter weather before making that type of a decision. And that's about all I gotta say on this one. So y'all have a good one. Y'all know what to do. Stay blessed out there. Stay safe, all that good stuff. Leave comments below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that right now, because I will be putting out plenty more videos, as I am doing plenty of traveling. Have a blessed one.